CPX, a state-of-the-art paintball facility considered to be one of the top 3 facilities in the country. Working as a team is essential in the survival of the fittest paintball games played here. The paintball theaters go far beyond the ordinary. These high-tech gaming fields are amazingly authentic, but it's the excitement of the game that will take you to a new realm of existence.
Go to the extreme, survive the town pit.
This is by far the coolest thing that I've ever been to.
One of Americans' favorite pastimes? Shooting each other. No, not with real guns. This is paintball. Over 4 million people in the U.S. are in on the action every year. But now, a paintball park in Chicago, Illinois has taken this playtime activity to a whole new, extreme level. Enter CPX Sports, hands down the biggest and most elaborate paintball facility in the entire country. More than 10 times the size of your average paintball park, CPX fulfills all your gunfight fantasies as you hunt and get hunted on 143 acres of realistic scenarios.
Paintball here is completely different than anywhere else I've ever played.
You get the best players come in from all over the country to play here, so you get the best games.
There's no other facility like CPX Sports in the world.
Every year, over 25,000 regular Joes come to CPX Sports for the most extreme paintball games on Earth. When you arrive, the ref gives you a detailed map, issues your safety goggles, and gives you your gun. Then, it's game on.
All right, are you ready? Yeah! 3, 2, 1, go!
And it doesn't matter if there's rain, snow, or sweltering heat, because CPX Sports holds games in the most hardcore weather.
Get the 90-degree summers, and then you also get to play in ice and snow.
Today, it's 20 degrees, and the ground is covered in snow and ice.
This is extremely hardcore. It gets your adrenaline pumping. Right now, the temperatures are probably in the mid-to-low 20s. I don't feel it.
This $6.5 million facility is divided into 24 different playing fields, and 5 of them are full-on theme fields. From the crazy Wild West
Fort Courage has a little Wild West stockade action.
to an imitation junkyard.
It has about 120 ruined automobiles out there in various stages of destruction.
To a 3-acre, totally obliterated town of Armageddon.
It looks like a town that's been blown up. There's like rubble all over the place.
You have a ruined hotel room complete with a broken minibar.
Each game and environment has its own objective. From stealing your opponent's flag on the field of Fort Courage to recovering an ammunition stash in El Centro, it's all a high-stakes operation.
It can be raiding the temple to get the golden idol, running across the field of Armageddon to get the last pizza on Earth. The participants are characters in this great epic story.
This is actually like a real-life experience. It's just very lifelike.
But the biggest, baddest, most realistic field? That would be Bedlam, a 2-story, 10-block town that cost $1.5 million to build.
Everything that you try to find in small-town USA, we've recreated using Hollywood-esque style props and building fronts.
That's right. It looks just like a movie set, and all those details just increase the complexity and realism of the game.
A storefront that's going to give you an opportunity to jump out of a doorway, shoot through a window, run behind a car.
The mission in today's game in Bedlam? Recover a parking ticket from the center car and get it in your opponent's trash can before being blown up, of course. And if Bedlam isn't enough mayhem for you, CPX has the ultimate paintball game. They let players use all the fields for total pandemonium. It's a 24-hour round using the entire 143-acre park. Today, a group of hardcore paintball regulars are gonna give it a try. They're just normal dudes with a thirst for paint.
I've been in games here at CPX that have more than 600 players on the field at one time, so that's at least 300 different guns that could be pointing at you at any given time.
fields are so realistic that local SWAT teams have used them to stage training operations.
We have a unique opportunity for law enforcement departments to come out here and do some training on our townscape, such as a roadside ambush and other things that just need to be prepared for in the real world.
Legit enough for the pros, you know it's going to be extreme for the rest of us.
This is definitely the sickest paintball park that I've ever been to.
Paintball at the next level. Your mission, go to the extreme. Survive the jungle of doom.
Alright guys, come here and listen up. Alright guys, it's the field of Bedlam. First most important rule out here, you have to have your goggles on. Do not lift your goggles on the field. Cars on the field, do not go in them, on top of them, underneath them. Back corner building has a second story. Use the handrails going up, coming down. 2 people max in that tower, no more. Blind fire, not to be allowed. Make sure your head is always behind your gun so you're looking at what you're shooting at. If you see blind fire, we'll call you out right away. We're playing a straight game of elimination. Just shoot out the other team. That's the only objectives. Any questions?
All right, both teams, listen up. This is going to be a 10-minute game of elimination on the field of Bedlam. I wish luck to both teams. The game will begin on my mark. Go, 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 go!
At a cerebral level, this may be a bit offensive to some, but when you're a player, it's a high drama and great sport. Over 9 million participants in the United States alone.
So how'd you guys do?
Awesome. Oh, awesome, man. We got him. Bone rush. Yeah.
It's fun. Scary the first game, and then after that, you get used to it. It's fun.
What they do now is this is where they're getting ready to come out from. I think last time you saw them coming from the other side. This group will get ready. They're gonna, when they yell game on, they're going to take off running into their positions.
Go, 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 go!
The objective on this one is just to shoot out the other team. We have a regulation on that you can't shoot higher than, it's 220 or not, right? And so what they do is they'll check your gun. If your gun is shooting hot, you have to go off and turn it down. That's the way we ensure that nobody's getting hurt.
Car behind firehouse! Felipe, behind the car!
It really doesn't hurt. It's more of a startle factor than anything else. It feels like someone flicks you.
I got shot on the hand. The first one I got shot in the face.
You know, you don't. When it happens, you jump and then you walk away and you're laughing. So it really doesn't hurt hardly at all.
Extreme Parkstown, Armageddon is a $1.5 million field built like a Hollywood movie set. Reportedly, one of the best in the United States.
Go out, put your hand up!
Before you even get your rental equipment, you have to go through about a 10-minute safety briefing where we explain how to use the marker. We explain that you have to keep your goggles on. We have a video that explains some features of the field that you need to be aware of. And once that point, then you get your equipment and get your paint before you even set foot anywhere near a field. So we really try and ensure that you know what you're doing before you get out there and try and do it.
Your mission, go to the extreme. Survive Armageddon.